Ethan Cross sat alone at the window table of the upscale restaurant, watching snow fall softly outside. It was Christmas Eve, 7:30, and his date was 30 minutes late. The waiter had passed by 3 times with sympathetic looks, silently asking if he should clear the second place setting. Ethan waved him off each time. He'd wait at 39. Ethan had built Cross Industries into a billion-dollar empire. He had everything except someone to share it with. His assistant had convinced him to try a matchmaking service, and they'd set him up with someone named Sarah. All he knew was that she was a single mother who worked in retail and had requested Christmas Eve because it was her only evening off, 7:45. Still no sign. Other diners were staring, the pity evident. The couple at the next table whispered, and Ethan caught the words, stood up, and on Christmas Eve, he pulled out his phone when he saw movement outside. A woman was running through the snow coat, just a cream sweater with a little boy in a red jacket clutching her hand. She looked frantic, her long blonde hair dusted with snowflakes. The woman burst through the door, breathing hard. "I'm so sorry. Are you Ethan? Please tell me you're still here." "I'm Sarah. Sarah Mitchell." Ethan stood. "I'm here. Are you okay?" "I'm so sorry I'm late." Sarah was nearly crying. "My babysitter canceled at the last minute. I couldn't find anyone else on Christmas Eve. I had no way to contact you, okay? And I didn't want to just not show up, so I brought my son. I know that's inappropriate for a first date, but I didn't know what else to do." The little boy looked up at Ethan with wide eyes. He was maybe 4 years old, shivering slightly. "Where's your coat?" Ethan asked Sarah. "I left it at home. My son was cold, so I gave him mine. We ran from the parking lot." Sarah looked like she might break down. "I understand if you want to leave. This is a disaster." Ethan looked at this woman who'd run through the snow without a coat, or brought her child because she had no choice, and was apologizing on Christmas Eve. "Sit down," he said gently. "Both of you. You must be freezing." Sarah stared at him. "You're not leaving." "Of course not. You're here. That's what matters." Ethan signaled the waiter. "Can we get hot chocolate for this young man? And maybe a blanket, if you have one." The waiter smiled warmly. "Right away, sir." Sarah sank into the chair, pulling her son onto her lap. "This is my son, Oliver. Oliver, this is Mr. Cross." "Hi," Oliver said quietly. "Hi, Oliver. You can call me Ethan. Are you hungry?" Oliver nodded. Double quotes. "Good. So am I. Let's order some food." As the evening progressed, Sarah slowly relaxed. Oliver warmed up with hot chocolate and the blanket. He colored on a paper menu while the adults talked. "I need to be honest," Sarah said. "I almost canceled this date 5 times. I'm a single mother working retail during the holidays. I have no business trying to date, especially on Christmas Eve. But you seemed nice, and I thought maybe someone could see past the complications." "Maybe what?" "Maybe someone could see past the kid and the crazy schedule." Sarah laughed bitterly. "I showed up late with my child. This is exactly why I don't date." "Who said you were wrong?" Sarah looked surprised. "I just crashed your Christmas Eve with a 4-year-old. Actually, this is exactly what I needed." Ethan smiled at Oliver, who was showing him a drawing of a Christmas tree. "I've been on dozens of dates with perfectly polished women who say all the right things, but none of them were real. If you think showing up late with my kid is a good representation, I think it shows you're a dedicated mother who keeps her commitments, even when it's hard. I think it shows you put your son first, which is exactly how it should be." Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "Most men run when they find out I have a kid. Then they're idiots." Ethan looked at Oliver, who'd finished his hot chocolate and was getting sleepy. "Tell me about him." For the next hour, Sarah opened up. She told Ethan about Oliver's father leaving when she was pregnant, about raising her son alone, about the struggle of retail work, about her small apartment and dreams of giving Oliver more. Ethan shared his own story about building his company, about the loneliness of success, about wanting a family, but never finding the right person. Why did you wait? Sarah asked. I was 30 minutes late. Most people would have left, because the matchmaker said you requested Christmas Eve because it was your only evening off. That told me you were working hard. I figured if you weren't here, there was a good reason. A normal person would have left. Maybe, but I'd rather be kind than normal. A dessert. Oliver had fallen asleep in Sarah's arms. I should get him home, Sarah said reluctantly. Thank you for not leaving. Can I see you again? Sarah looked startled. Really? After this chaos? Especially after this chaos. Sarah, I've spent years looking for someone real. You showed me that tonight. I don't have a babysitter for New Year's Eve either. Then we'll include Oliver. We can go to the Children's Museum. Sarah stared. You're serious? Completely. Look, I'm 39 and tired of playing games. You're a single mother with limited time. Let's be honest about what we can offer and see where it goes. Oliver always comes first. If you can't handle that, we stop now. It's fair. My condition is that you tell me when things are hard, when you need help. Deal. Ethan drove them home. Sarah had taken a bus. When they pulled up to her apartment, he helped carry Oliver upstairs. Thank you, Sarah whispered. For tonight. For understanding. Thank you for showing up. Merry Christmas, Sarah. Over the following months, they dated carefully. Every outing included Oliver until he became comfortable with Ethan. They went to parks and museums, had pizza nights. Slowly, they built something real. 6 months after that snowy Christmas Eve, Ethan took Sarah back to the same restaurant. This time, Oliver was with Sarah's mother. I need to tell you something, Ethan said. That sounds serious. I love you. I love Oliver, and I want to build a life with both of you. He pulled out a small box. Sarah Mitchell, will you marry me? Sarah's hands shook. Inside was a beautiful but understated ring. It's perfect, she whispered. Is that a yes? Yes, absolutely yes. They married the following Christmas Eve, exactly 1 year after their first date. Oliver served as ring bearer in his little tuxedo at the reception. Ethan's best man told the story of that first date, how Ethan had sat alone for 30 minutes, refusing to leave. People asked him why he waited. He said if someone was worth meeting, they were worth waiting for. Sometimes, the worst first dates become the best love stories. Sometimes, showing up late is better than not showing up at all. And sometimes, the person who waits through the chaos is the one worth keeping forever. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it. Subscribe for more stories about patience and seeing beyond circumstances. Leave a comment about someone who waited for you. Your stories inspire us all.